Cześć, witajcie w 20 odcinku Dragon Age'a, Inkwizycji. Chcieliśmy poznać Vivian.
Lady Lavellen,
Okay.
on behalf of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes
Jakim cudem faces, jak wy wszystkie maski macie? Wszyscy.
So you must be a guest of
Kogo?
Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
No.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a
Aha.
fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
Okej.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duc Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long
To ile
periods.
on ma lat?
It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance
Uh-huh.
himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power?
Tak, nie wiem, o kim
It will
mówicie.
end in
W
disgrace
sumie mnie
for
to nie
Gaspard.
interesuje.
Everyone knows it.
A no.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition.
Okej.
What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Do czego zmierzasz, może? Wyjaśniam się mieć boskiej, podjąłem decyzję.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace
No.
and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace
Marudzisz.
with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
O, ups.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is
No.
intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear?
Zrobić lody do soku.
My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish man?
Nie no, puść go bez przesady.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it.
I system mu się zrąbał.
I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
Okej.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Właśnie.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very
Okay.
devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Na razie impreza jest ciekawa. Party
Your
hard.
salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry is in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people.
Halo, czy tam jest
As
jakieś
the
echo?
leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Ach,
Is your
jaka
interest
ja
in the
jestem
Inquisition,
flirtująca.
Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't aren't you charming? It's professional,
Yeah,
of
but-
course.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the
Dobre
circle then?
pytanie.
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy,
Ho,
to
ho,
decide
ho.
my fate. I won't wait quietly for
Ho,
destruction.
ho, ho, ho.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished
Oh.
so much.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything. Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I am sure the new divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that
Możesz
do?
jeszcze dać 10 złotych.
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Och. Uroczo. Dobra, przechodzimy dalej.
Do you need something?
May I
Ooh,
ask you
hello.
about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do. Though I understand how someone born outside of human society might think otherwise. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream
I've
for
had a
us.
dream.
It can still be achieved.
So, what should this new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open
Mówisz jak
hands.
idealistka.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
What influence
A ten
does
skąd się
Chancellor
wziął?
Modric really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he
Okay.
had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks,
Okej.
or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new divine could expect such obedience now.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my
Zdecydowanie.
actions.
Thank you.
Topo. To se wezmę spod twojej stopy. Dziękuję. Ej. Ojo.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
Dobrze, że przypadkiem jej nie walnęli.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
Lubię się wyróżnić.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir,
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
The Conclave destroyed a giant hole in the sky.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Podoba mi się twój entuzjazm.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps.
Jezu!
There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
Oj, będziemy kończyć ten odcinek. Do zobaczenia w następnym. Miłego dnia. Bye!